What's going on, y'all? Blue Falcon here, coming to you with another video. Check this out. I've been watching a lot of red pill content for a while now, and I find it kind of sad, if I had to just keep it a buck. Sad or why? Because all I hear is a bunch of men calling women outside their names, they hoes, they bitches, they 304s, you name it. They call these women all the names under the sun. And to me, it just sounds like a lot of hurt, bitter men. And I don't see any masculinity in that at all. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some people that go through some really traumatic experiences. Believe me. They go through some really traumatic experiences. They've been married for years. They have tons of children. And then what tends to happen is that, for whatever reason, these women divorce these men and take them for half their money, if not more. And then they're stuck paying child support for 18 plus years, you name it. And for situations like that, I understand the frustration. I understand the pain. But there's got to come a point in time in your life where you rise above the pain and the hurt. Because if you go around just complaining all your life that women ain't this, women ain't shit, women ain't that, it's a very depressing and negative outlook on life. And it's a negative outlook on women as a whole. And I think it's very destructive. And more importantly, does it build the home? And I feel like this is actually the greater agenda, where the feminist movement is trying to have women hate men. And because of all of this, now there's a movement where men, through the red pill, through MGTOW, through all these movements, it's like they have a hatred for women. So now all you want to do is use these women up. I'm only going to have sex with them. I'm not going to have no commitment. Okay, cool. But in the process of doing that, all you're doing is perpetuating the hate and creating the same exact women that you complain about. The 304s, the hoes. And it's just sad. From the very beginning of time, you had Adam and Eve, right? And Eve gave Adam the fruit. And when she did that, sin entered the world. And what's so crazy is that the Most High came down and asked Adam, hey, what have you done? What have you done? You, Adam. And you know what Adam said? It's the woman you gave me. It's, man. You see that? He blame shift. And this has been going on since Adam till this day. A lot of times, men, they butt hurt because they went through a traumatic breakup or whatever the case may be. And rather than taking accountability, rather than looking at themselves, like maybe they fell short in certain areas, but no, you know what they do? They go to social media and they only put forth what the women did wrong. Now, she was this and she was that. Well, it takes two to tango. Some of you may not want to hear that, but it really does take two to tango. What did you do that triggered that woman leaving you? Hey, I'm not condoning it. Believe me, I'm not condoning it. For me to condone it is like me saying that, Eve was right in giving Adam the fruit. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that ultimately, you had to take that fruit. You had to take that fruit. I mean, someone could suggest you something, but you don't have to take it. There might have been certain red flags that you probably seen in that relationship, but rather than addressing it, you just continued operating like a beta. You continued operating like a simp. And it got to a point where your relationship just completely broke down beyond repair. And rather than pointing the finger, maybe you need to look at yourself, man. Look at yourself and see, like, what did I do that really messed this relationship up? And I'm going to end off with this. You see what I'm saying? Because when you don't take accountability, you know what enters in? The spirit of rejection. You start feeling rejected. And this is the thing about these spirits and how they operate. Because now that you have a spirit of rejection on you, because you've been rejected by this woman, you know what you're going to do? What you're going to try to do is try to make other people feel rejected. You were hurt, so now you want other people to feel the same hurt. And that's why men resort to these spaces, right? And what do? Women ain't shit. And I'm going to have sex with as much women as possible. And I'm going to make sure that they feel the same exact pain that I felt. And these women, now you wonder why women say things like, men ain't shit. Well, hey, men ain't shit. Especially if you have the mindset that I'm just going to have sex with all these girls, I'm going to humble them, and I'm going to break their heart because I'm not going to commit. And then you're going to wonder why all these women are hoes and why they so promiscuous. You know, before that woman became that way, she probably was an innocent girl. Yep, she was an innocent girl who probably, you know, she believed in what most girls believe in. You know, they want the happy life with a man. So that's the reason why they're very susceptible to hearing all these lies. You know, I love you, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that. They fall for that easily because naturally women want that lifestyle. They want to be able to settle down. But then when you deceive them, that's when that same spirit of rejection creeps into them now. And now they become bitter. And it's just sad because it's literally us. You know, the accountability have to fall on us first, men. You're hurt, you're beaten down, you're bitter, and then you perpetuate that same hatred, and you try to make other people, in this case the women, feel the same exact way. And now the families are divided. The divorce rate is crazy. Men don't want to get married. It's sad. It's really sad. I hope someone is hearing me. But for the men in particular, stop perpetuating this hate. I understand you've been hurt. I understand you've been hurt. But look in the mirror, look at yourself first, and understand that you have the ability, through Jesus, to rise above your hurt. And the bitterness and the hurt can stop with you if you will allow it to. You do not need to spread this hatred to these women. Women are not your enemy. Women are not your enemy. I hope you guys are hearing me. Anyway, you guys, with that being said, Blue Falcon over and out. The message sent. Jesus is king, y'all.